a world of war, war and celebrity, celebrity wars, I search for truth. Among the obsessions for my own reality show. Now that Iraq is but a soundbite, no one talks about it. In this world of new school, old school, and school shootings. In a world where even cars can talk, I am listening. Because I can have a discussion about nothing. I can have everything and nothing at all. I can watch lies become excuses and lies get excused. Issues become stories, become nothing at all. I can turn on and find out who loves who hates who's sleeping with who, and I can turn off, but I can never tune out. And I can watch emptiness drag on and on until nothing becomes something, becomes controversy, becomes nothing again. Well, what am I? I'm attracted to, curious about every bit of information, the reek of gossip, the shock of controversy. The mundane and the vacuous become important. I am human. I am a consumer. I am not a saint. The headlines, the commercials are calling my names, and I am one of them, the nameless, the anonymous, the crowd. Every one of us is famous every week, 1 week. That's a lot of 15 minutes. And from the backwoods to Iraq to movie of the week, while action hero declares political candidacy on a talk show with lines from his favorite films and says, "Let's make California great again." State of the Union. It's a reality show, not a documentary. But now they say the time is up for reality shows. It may be an action film, an irony that you seek. And there will be a made-for-TV film about Private Lynch, played by a Canadian. And Canada didn't even go to Iraq. But don't get holier than thou. We all have our bestsellers, our media stars, getting their 15 minutes, maybe donating the proceeds, being consumed for the better good. Declare your affiliation. Revolution on a t-shirt. Another t-shirt. Billy Bragg said the revolution was just a t-shirt away. Try this slogan on for size. First 10 into the Capitol get a t-shirt. I have an Allen Ginsberg t-shirt. I used to have one for Che. Now everyone does. I have a few for you too. A couple for REM. It all came back. Disco came back. Punk rock came back. The Beats came back. The Mods and the Hippies came back. It would be irony if the Futurists came back. But it's not 15 minutes, it's half an hour, and everything's a rerun. What's the matter? Our most beautiful earn a living on urbane comment, while the rest of us make love during commercial breaks, to defy the relentless obscurity. Everything matters or nothing matters. It's all language and image, image, image. What matters? Smatters, splatters, clatters. I try as hard as anyone to matter, splatter, or clatter. Raise the shutters and see what's the matter. I know it matters. It all matters to the periphery and the prescribed, the beaten and the bought, the seeking and the sought. Late at night I count my sins, measure my losses, and subtract my wins. We watch TV because we know it can be good. We have sex because we know it can be good. We live in suburbia because we know that is where it all began. This is where it all happens, in quiet houses, on quiet lawns, schoolyard with late afternoon snow crunch. I grew up in suburbia because that was where we moved. To the hallways where you were just seconds away from your biggest embarrassment. It's like reality TV. And you're not sure if you should say that you know what Brittany Gatsby is going through. I suggest you talk about Brittany. Your teacher has been teaching The Great Gatsby for about 100 years, even if the book is not that old. And it will hurt. And it always does when innocence disappears. You can't keep it. It doesn't work after its due date. That is what I found out in Nicaragua. That is what I found out with my defense of the Soviet Union while watching the wall collapse and the one I loved marrying someone else. What was I thinking? Will I ever be naive and hopeful again? I can't despair. I can't be an enemy all the time. I can't be a critic all the time. I can't be angry all the time. We needs must find some joy. We needs must find some beauty and some truth. Now, it's true that some of us grew up when wars were cold and sex was safe, life was simpler, and shopping more difficult. It is time that some of us grew up. It is time we went shopping. Hilfiger is on sale at the Bay, and I look good in the button-down and the golf jacket. The simple joys. When Starbucks knows your order, and the guy at Subway holds the onions. Sometimes you want to go where somebody remembers your name. Someone knows the tune you have in your head. Sometimes you just want to go home and get some sleep. But you can't sleep, because your dreams will be measured like Hadari said they would. Somebody must have known this would happen. Orwell, Huxley, Bradbury, home free, land brave. America would become Oceania, and no amount of victory gin can convince me of anything different. Every day somebody sends me these messages. They're called spam. How do they know? They're not that poetic, but apparently I can add inches or lose inches from whatever I might be feeling insecure about. Stretching the truth, so to speak. I know it's not about size, but how liquid you are. I know there is a point where everything becomes too hard to swallow and the news just repeats itself. So wash your hair and shave. Present your new best self to the world. When you're in need of affirmation, lie to yourself. Walk down the halls of power, walk through the walls of Parliament, into the bright lights. The TV is always watching. The TV is always on. You can't go to sleep because the TV is always on. Even the president sleeps with the TV on. When you see the president on the TV, he is actually asleep. And you only see headlines in the blur. Now Jesus has forded the stream, and me, I'm thinking, I'm going to put in a cassette and record the second coming. Me, I'll watch porn. It's the closest to love half the world gets. Me, I'm eating roots and berries. It's the closest to food the rest of the world gets. Me, I'm writing advertisements. It's the closest to literacy the world gets. And after hours, when we get together and complain about our jobs. We complain about our upbringing. Meanwhile, the powers that be plan and execute another invasion. That we can protest, that they know we will protest. And there are morals which we drag into sheets. There are reasons to allow us to lend our name to petitions. Maybe it's our fault. Maybe we still want to believe. Maybe it's our fault and we haven't yet realized. The TV's still on, and we aren't on TV. And what the world wants is on TV. Why is the TV on? Why is the TV always on? Come in out of the rain. You don't have to feel alone. No, not tonight. I am here with my door open. I am giving emotions away for free, though I can't promise a nuclear-free winter, democracy in the West, free love, or free elections. But do we want to survive? Do we really want to survive? When the war began, I put an imaginary gun to my head. I thought, if innocents should die, why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't you? But there are borders you want to cross without a traffic ticket. I once put my body in front of a few police lines. I only did what I thought I should do. I used to try and be a saint. Come out, it's raining, and rain can be fun. Unless it's for 40 days and 40 nights. So have you sent your emails, made your phone calls, crossed your fingers, and said your prayers? Thank you.